Ooh, Ooh, hello, hello, hello. I don't know how long. I just really want to draw. I really want to draw. So, we're gonna see how this goes because I'm still quite out of breath. I don't know what the heck happened. I don't know what the heck happened. But let me just put Piscord up and do all the little doodads. And then we should be good to go. Alright. I'm hoping the Tylenol does something. I don't know. I don't know. My dude, my guy. Sometimes body does just self-destruct. But I'm really putting off. I'm hoping that I can like jumpstart my willingness to do this because I really need to work on these like first pages of episode 14, and I keep putting them off because they're just such difficult pages. But I feel like if I can just pick at them a little bit, maybe I'll get the ball rolling again and wanting to do it. I might just nope the fuck out and work on something else, but we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it a shot because I don't think I will work on this when left to my own devices. I just don't think I will. I'm getting very close to being done with book 2, honestly. I mean, I'm in that mode where I'm kind of just trying to move, and then I'm leaving myself with a lot of edits. A lot of edits are gonna need to happen because it's just constantly like, oop, well that's missing. Well, that's not supposed to be there. Just constantly. Oh my god, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see, because it's making me go kind of nuts. It's making me go kind of nuts, kind of loopy bananas. Please ask me OC questions. Keep me awake. Keep me from passing out.com. I really hope the Tylenol doesn't make it worse. Because sometimes Tylenol hurts my eyes for some reason, and I don't know why it does that. Wait, is there anything that's ever worked on my photos? I don't think so. No, okay, we're good. Where? I actually don't know where it is anyway. I need color scheme. Yoink. Yes, this is Chief. This is the Chief. She is important. We will be seeing more of her soon. I hope you guys like her because she is very fun to me. But I'm still learning how to draw her, if I'm being real. Because I like don't do ref sheets, I just kind of jump in and then I figure it out later. But I can't say her actual name yet. We call her Chief. She's important. She's also stressed the fuck out. Because we see the boys being all lovey-dovey and whatnot, and she's just on the other side of the fence being stressed the fuck out by them. Criminals. Get out of here. Get out of here, you criminals. I really need to do a color palette for her so I don't make this so difficult for myself. Oh. This is the challenge, to not make this a million layers, because it'd be very easy for me to do that. What I think I need to do, so I don't keep, so I need to make like a pattern for her face. Let's make a big square. And then oh, whoops. We'll clean this up because this is super pixely and not looking good when I have to paste it. See how that is not looking very good? We need to make it cleaner. How does it do? Kind of like, it's like this shape. What's the font I use? Oh, do you mean for the like the overlay? The actual, okay, yes, I think so. It's the cool, it's cool text. I actually don't know the font off the top of my head. But there's a lot, I think it's like ice something on cool text or cool font. Something ice. But it's on cool text. Oh man, I'm getting lost. Need this to be it's like this, like a wobbly here. Yeah, okay. And then yeah, we'll make it nice clean. Now we're talking. I also still need to finish the because this is like a Derek and Heather chapter, so I need to finish their goofing and gaffing. Because that I do wonder, because I get a lot of people who tell me that they like Sab but don't really understand what's going on, and I want to like know what specifically is confusing to people, because like I can't necessarily give answers, but like, because I feel like the the Derek and Heather episodes are supposed to be sort of the clarifying ones, but also I do want you to be sort of in the dark about certain concepts, because I want you to like learn along with the caricatures, you know? I don't want to just give you a big lore dump, I want you to have to figure it out. But I do feel like that kind of leads itself to like nobody knowing what's going on. There we go. I definitely feel like it's more of a caricature based story. And like I have the rules, I have the things that are supposed to happen, but like definitely focused on the caricatures and the drum. But I feel like this episode in particular, I feel like should clear up some things. But if anyone has any particular questions, I would like to know, because I want to know what specifically is confusing, if things are confusing, you know what I mean? Okay, this should work nicely. Yes, yes. It's gonna be a lot smoother. Much smoother. But I do think, and like I'm hoping people get the like aha moment that is being planned. Because I love The Boys. You guys know this. I love when other people love The Boys. But I'm also like, there's things happening. Do you guys know the things that are happening? You know what I'm saying? I think that's right. It's so hard to do this in perspective. Oh, good lordy lord. Okay, we're gonna add you a color palette, Miss Lady. Need this. This is gonna make my life easier. All right. Because she is solid, I just need to go. I need to get it. Oh, but she has the little ring. That needs in the phalanges. Okay. What do we have here? Oh, I don't have it. I don't have it. 'Cause it's like turquoise. Here we go. Why am I making myself draw watches? What is that? What is that? There we go. This makes life easier than going back and forth between all of these pages. Trying to get the colors. But yeah, does anyone have any particular questions? Or things that are confusing to them at this point in the story? Can finally hit the FC. Yippee! I was asking people because I get people who will tell me that they like Sab but don't really know what's going on, and I was asking if anyone wanted to clarify what in particular they are confused about, and if that's something I can clear up or is going to be cleared up and just needs to kind of happen. So far I'm all good, I think. Because there's lore, but like I can't tell you the lore because that would spoil it. Because Sab is very, very character focused, but there's also a bunch of other stuff going on. Ow, that's allowed. That's not a happy music. The alarm, the DSI alarm is in the thing. Hello. I think any questions I have are questions I'm supposed to have story-wise. I mean, I would still like to know the questions even if I can't answer them. Because I would like to know where people's heads are at if I'm steering you guys in the right direction. Because I already know all the twists and turns. You know what I mean? And I can't tell you the twists and turns, but I can anticipate when the music's scary. Why we do that? Why are we doing all that? Also, Sab is just it's very slow in terms of how I'm doing it, and like how fast I can physically draw things, but also how it's playing out. Because only like a couple days have passed canonically, in like 10 years. So like not a lot has technically happened yet, but things are going to happen. I have questions like, I don't really think this is a major one, but Boss has obviously known / been in charge of Landon since he was younger. Where Landon come from? Ooh, see, that's a good one though. I can't answer that, but this is a good one. You will get the Landon lore eventually, but it's not gonna be for a hot minute, unfortunately. I'd be rubbing my hands together and doing a little evil laugh. But that will be answered. That will be answered. Eventually. And obviously just stuff like what is happening, but not in a I'm confused way, but in a what is the lore way, like why are the police teamed up with Boss for this? Yeah, no, that and that's something I obviously can't say because it will be revealed eventually. I do think this episode is gonna give more hints as to like why they're connected, because we see the chief for the first time and she tells us some things that we didn't otherwise know. So this episode in particular I think is gonna be is gonna help help fill in some of the gaps, but there's still gonna be a lot of missing gaps. I'm assuming what they gain from the relationship has something to do purely with saving their own ass to some degree, but you know, speculation, and obviously like what is the creature? yes, but you're right that these are all questions you're supposed to have, so I'm good. I'm good, I'm glad, I'm yes. But these are all things that are like very slow to actually be answered in like a clear way. And obviously like with the creature, there are certain rules that they have, but you as a reader are not supposed to know the rules. And also sometimes they lie about the rules. So like I don't want you to know like what their motives are, or like what they're up to, because you kind of just see them pop in and cause chaos and don't really know why they're there, and that is intentional for now. Eventually you will learn why they're there, but I don't want you to know now, because that is something that I kind of want you to be confused about, because they are you know, tricky tricksters and they're trying to trick you. Because I've reread Sab multiple times at this point. Eek, that's exciting. So I think I understand the base story so far. I'm not confused in a lost way, just waiting for the story to unfold and tell me its secrets. Hee hee hee. Hoo 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 hoo. Okay, that makes me feel better. Because I get a lot of people who come in and are in a confused way, and I'm like, is it not clear? But these are all the questions that I want you to have. So this is all good. This is all good. I'm okay with them popping in and causing chaos, even with no motive. I like a mischievous critter, I think. They do have a reason. They do have a reason for the chaos. But that is not for us to know as of yet. I don't think we don't really start to know until like season finale territory what they're actually up to. But that's the whole point. Like the season finale is like, things are happening. Oh, he's doing that because of that. Oh no. Oh god. Like that's the point. So I don't want you to know until like episode like 30 what is like truly going on. I just want you to have like little hints. I don't think people have critical thinking skills, and I don't necessarily mean that in a mean-spirited I'm better than everyone else way. But unfortunately, so many people just don't fucking think no mo. Yeah. Well, it stresses me out because like I hate being misinterpreted. And so like when a bunch of people are like taking something the wrong way, I'm like, oh no, did I do this wrong? Because like I want it to be clear. Like I want you to have questions, but I also do want it to be clear. And like I can follow this kind of way, because there is like a lot of different sort of things going on, and there's a lot of like everyone has their own motive for doing what they're doing. And so I get sometimes that might be hard to follow, but also I feel like I try to write Sab in like an easy to read way. Like it's meant to make you question, but also not confused, you know? Did I not turn this on? I don't think I turned my pump back on. I took medicine and then I didn't turn my pump back on. Beep, 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 beep. Like my coworkers are borderline illiterate, I love them, but OMG. And so I see creators tell very plainly obvious stories all the time when people are lost. They just don't be thinking and absorbing stuff and then they get marinate any lol. Yeah, because I know Sab isn't that simple, but the point of it is that it's not supposed to be that simple. It's supposed to be like what's happening here. I want you to have a thought. I need you to have a thought. But that's I get frustrated because like as much as I love my boys, I do feel like it turns into, I mean, this is also a genre thing because I'm writing a thriller and romance is a more popular genre than a thriller. So people will kind of pop in for the boys and then disappear for all the actual story related things. Which is frustrating because like the story part is the hard part to write. The boys are kind of the easy part. I love that, but I also want people to pay attention to other stuff. But then obviously it has come out over the course of multiple years, non-issue IMO, and sometimes you need to sit down and read it in one sitting instead of spread out to get all the info at once. And I think people just don't go back and read. I think they just read the one page a week over like so many years, like, duh, you're lost. Yeah, that's also very true in terms of like pacing, because I think I get a lot of complaints about pacing. I don't think the pacing is slow if you read it all in one sitting. Like, I think if you just sit down and read it all in one go, I think enough is happening where you're like, okay, I can follow what's going on. No, I'm not drawing Cookie Monster today, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm working on comic things. because like a lot of it is um it's this kind of back and forth where Kat is like kind of getting away with things but also not getting away with things, because like every person who he like kills or interacts with negatively comes back to haunt him in some kind of way. So like I want you to remember these people, but also if you're reading the 1 page a week, you are probably gonna forget. Oh no, I think it did eat your comment. I think it did. Uh-oh. Because like while like the law is technically not punishing him, he is like punishing himself in every possible way. And I want that juxtaposition. And even if it's like I want people to see his impact, see the negative impact that he has on people who he interacts with who aren't like part of the main squad, but also the main squad because they do have negative interactions with him. But like I do want that to click, that he's not really getting, quote unquote, getting away with it, even if he's not being punished in a traditional sense at this point in the story. You can, if it eats your comments, you can just send it to the Discord and I'll just read it that way. If you don't want to fight with you too. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. That's because I think people are brain rotted, lol. They only really care about stuff when they can ship stuff and don't care about any of the other meat of the story. Yeah. It didn't even let you post that comment. I don't have the juice for fighting with YouTube today. It said that was bad. Oh my god. Okay, I think it went through, but it's gray on my end. But yeah, that is true. But it makes it difficult for me because like if you are just in it for the romance, like that's fine, but I feel like you're gonna get the wrong idea about what the characters are like if you're like not seeing this sort of impact that is being had elsewhere, because that is like a big part of it. I've had to fistfight so many work-related people in a Denny's parking lot sitting over it. Oh no. YouTube is transphobic. I do not know why. Because I just see it all the time in so many fandoms, in people's personalities, etc. They just want the ship part and none of the meat. Yeah, I want the crunch. I want the meat. I want the turmoil. And I mean, the reality, because like, I draw my boys a lot, but honestly, it's because the other stuff is really hard to write. To get it to be, like, I rewrite things so many times over the course of the year, because I started writing Sab when I was 17. So like, I've rewritten it a billion times at this point to get everything to be clear, to get everything to be good, and I will still continue to rewrite it until it is done. But like the boys are the easy part. I can do that when I'm brain foggy, when it's whatever. But when I'm doing the meat, and I'm like, okay, this storyline, I want you to follow this. This is an important thing. I need this to be good. And like, no shade to people who just write romance stories. I'm bored. I'm bored if there's no point to it. Like, the meat is what makes it good. Hello, precisely. IDK, a lot of people, they're usually minors, also lol, sorry. In random spaces nowadays irritate me because I feel like they don't make or appreciate properly consume media nowadays. Yeah, that's very real. That's very real. I mean, this is what, like, I've liked a lot of the stuff that Glitch has made recently, and I feel like their fandom has a lot of that, like, searching for all of the little clues in the background and stuff like that. I really think that's neat. I think that is very cool. But sometimes it does lead to a lot of, like, weird drama things happening. Oh my god. YouTube really doesn't like your messages. But see, I feel like you can write a romance story with meat. People just don't. It's usually slop. And like, if you're making self-indulgent slop for yourself, knock yourself out, man. But IDK, I just get irritated because it's something I care so much about. I care a lot about storytelling and character development, and a story that can hold said characters. Yeah, and I do my fair share of slop. But it's not like the main story, it's for funsies. Because I feel like that's what the slop is for. The slop is for funsies. The slop is me writing like 70 pages worth of tweets. Because I'm just fucking around. Because it's fun. But that's not the main story. Everything has a purpose. Is there for a reason? This is why there's so many things that I need to get end up being cut out. Because it just doesn't, like, I don't have enough time. See, I make so much self-indulgent slop. It is for funsies, but that's the joy of it. The slop is tasty at this point because there's also nutritious meat. Yeah. You gotta have the basis of it. IDK, so hard for me to properly word. No, I get it. Because I mean, I think this happens a lot also with, like, characters getting mischaracterized because it, like, they have to fall into, like, one or two stereotypes, and so they just completely hijack this character that actually has the meat to the story, and they're like, no, this is Twink Boy now. You know what I mean? And they just water it down to this one trait. Also, the slop doesn't hit the same as the slop I'm talking about because the characters are actually fleshed out, etc. Yes, mischaracterized. I see, because, like, the one, like, I mean, it's such a small fandom, but, like, the Promare fandom, Leo is infantilized the fuck out of that. The fuck out of that man. And like he's a leader. He's like leading a revolution. He's not this just little ooh baby. He's like an anarchist setting the city on fire. Hello? Why are we doing this? But literally nobody knows who that character is, so I feel like it's not a good But like with because Kat and Mortem are both based off of stereotypes, but they're based off of them so that I can have fun with them and like do things that you wouldn't expect from those archetypes. You know what I mean? But I feel like if you didn't read Sab, you would just see Mortem as like ooh twinkified, and then Kat as like, you know, the quiet big guy. But they are very much not that. It's eating so many organs. So that's what I get for bitching. Just send him in the Discord and I'll just read him that way. You gotta copy him before you send him, so that if it eats him, you can resend it. Oog. People just start churning out mischaracterized slop, which, like, IDK, if they want to do that, go for it, knock yourself out, but I won't be consuming it. Yeah, that's real. That's real. I don't know why YouTube... I think YouTube is literally picking you out in particular. For whatever reason, it's picking on you. But it's like, cause like I like tropes. Tropes are fun. I like fucking with tropes, but also I want you to be more than the trope. I designed you to be more than the trope. It knows I'm feeling evil. Because like I put a lot of love and care into making them the way that they are. And I would hate for that to be kind of distilled into just single trait. Single tropey trait. Yeah, like I'm not against tropes, I'm not against archetypes, I'm not against those things. But it's when it's only that thing that it's like, okay. I'm bored. I'm just bored. You've taken out all the spices, and you've given me hot water, and you know how I feel about hot water. I don't like it. I used the wrong color, darn. But my nerd is a very like confident, bold guy who is going to verbally berate you if you miss in this round family. Hell yeah. I like to be surprised. I like a little dazzle. Give me a little something something. Give me a little something something. Oh no, did I put this all on the wrong layer? I put this all on the wrong layer. No. I don't think it's on the wrong layer. I think I just filled it in. I'm being goofus. Okay, but this is the wrong color. This is supposed to be a darker brown. Yeah, okay. Nope. Meanwhile, my jock is a soft guy who is not gonna correct the waiter for giving the wrong food. Instead, my nerd would tell the waiter they got the wrong food respectfully. I like being surprised. I need a little something something. Because this is with my and Mortem really got misinterpreted a lot for this, because he's supposed to be played off as this sort of weak, defenseless character, but he will fuck you up. He will fuck you up in more ways than one, when and if he has to. And I love that for him. And he plays into it, and I think that is where a lot of people lost the plot, because he does intentionally play into it. But it's also this, like, I have never been truly taken care of in my life, and I'm going to take fucking all of this. Holy shit. I love that. I adore. And he's a very intelligent guy. High school valedictorian. Ooh, without being an obnoxious know-it-all. V will fuck you up by giving you the sickest burn of this century and the next. Your whole bloodline will feel it, but he doesn't do physical stuff. He's a very tall and skinny twink. Sharp tongue. Sharp tongue is what it is. See, Mortem talks smack, but he will do a physical smack as well. But he runs off adrenaline, basically. So, like, he is disabled. He has a hard time showering, but he can, like, get himself out of a very dangerous situation if he has to, because the adrenaline kicks in. He's a weasel. He's a weasel. He'll weasel his way out of things. But he's also a very sad weasel. And he doesn't wish to be this way. Yes, very. Meanwhile, his himbo S. BF doesn't know the difference between all of theirs. Mortem says he is a survivor. Final girl. Real. No, yeah, that's the vibe though. That's the vibe. Where is it? Oh, here it is. OJ. Hello again. I decided to stay up late after all. Welcome back, Heather. Welcome back. Now we are doing rowing. But this is what, because like, I adore Kat. I adore all of them for different reasons. But like, I feel like Chief is a good example because, when we see how Kat reacts to seeing the monster, and it's always distress. It's always not having a good time, a lot of anxiety. But he's like a very big boy. Very big muscular guy. But then we see like how the Chief reacts to the monsters. Very different. Very different. Very bad. Get out of here. Go. Shoot. Still stressed out, but like very different vibes. And I hope people pick up on that because ooh. And just in general, how different characters react to like the monsters. Derek is super fun. I don't want to spoil that though. But basically he's like the only mentally stable character in SAB. he's just like good at it's not compiling. What is the word? Compartmentalizing. He's really good at compartmentalizing. So like he's silly and like a little bit crazy, but like he's stable, which is rare. And ironically, Derek is probably my most problematic character because of this, because he's a cop and also like chill. No, I mean, really every episode of SAB is the Halloween episode. This is why I feel like I don't do a lot of like Halloween specific stuff anymore because I kind of do it all year round. Can I turn my rate up? My tummy is killing. My tummy is killing. 42, see what happens. See what happens. Because I really didn't factor that in because, like, I expected Kat to be the one that everyone was calling problematic because he's, like, a serial killer. But, like, everyone loves him. He's fine. Cop character? No, fuck that guy. Him just existing in the story? Nah. Problematic. Like, it's a crime thriller. It's a cow farm. You're gonna see cows outside. Everyone else is evil, I promise. I mean, not evil, but bad, you know. I feel like I've made it very clear that, like, the justice system in SAB is fucked up. I feel like I don't have to justify or clarify that. I feel like we all know my opinions. It is like a cripplingly terrible system. Yeah, the cops must have resigned here. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I have a cop character. Some people don't know. My sibling has a cop character named Dennison, and we fucking hate that guy. We've exploded him in our mind probably 100 times over. See, this is a good question. Is like for people who have OCs, like what's an OC that you made that you like genuinely hate? Because I feel like I have a couple. Because I've had I've mentioned before, not like the monster itself, but like the person that it represents. We haven't met yet. We will eventually meet this person. Hate them. Absolutely hate them. Ew. Cal's mom. See, this was the second thing I was gonna say was Cat's mom. Because Cat's like one of the few characters that like still regularly interacts with his parents. And it's not good. He shouldn't. But it's one of those like, oh, that's why you are the way that you are. She's just insufferable and not fun to write either. Cal's dad, James, on the other hand. Unfortunately, unforeseen guilty pleasure. Old man, yeah, we. Old man, yeah, we. Oh. But Melissa can get my 7 Sammys. Yeah. Yeah. I think, like, I'll just say, because I can't say his name because that's a spoiler. But the monster character is just like, oh my god, you were bad. Oh no. Like, we see how bad other characters are, and like by comparison, Cat is a saint. Like, it's so bad. But then like his mom is just like, this is just like a really pathetic woman. And like, I get it, but like also, Jesus Christ, stop doing what you're doing. I beg you to take a parenting class. Oh my god. Like, she's one of those, like, means well, but just completely fucks everything up. And they were like, where does Kat get this trait from? But it's also one of those things where, like, you don't really know that she means well because of the way that she is. It's like... It's like, why are you doing this? Why are you this way? The trauma runs in the family, man. I feel that so hard. Melissa left baby Cal on the side of the road, so mood. Oh no. I mean, she immediately turned back around to get him, but she's just kind of awful. She's also one of those chronic oversharer parents that says wildly inappropriate things about their kids online / to others. Oh no. Oh no. See, I want, and like, this is like, I don't like saying specifically the mental illnesses that my characters have because they're terrible and that always turns into a whole issue. But like the like emotionally unavailable what was it? Emotionally unavailable autistic dad and the NPD mom equals bipolar child. that was kind of the dynamic that I was going for because I feel like it's very real. But I don't want to say that specifically as like specifically canon, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like a continuing the cycle type of thing. Oh no, did I do these layers wrong? Am I gonna have to fuck this up later? Oh, maybe. Oh no, I think I'm good actually. And one of those, this event is for you, so it's for me. Cal is a quarterback, so him winning a game, very important. She needs the validation and the praise. It's her win, not his. Ooh. Like the living through your children type thing. Oh yes, Big Mood Mel is not mentally sound. Continuing the cycle. Oopsie. Well then, and then Mortem's parents are just like very blatantly abusive. Kat's mom especially. I mean, I think both their moms. James is just a fucking guy. He's just insufferable in terms of the guy. Honestly. Relatable. He's just fucking there. Oh yeah, no, but what both of their moms have this thing where they like did something really, truly terrible unintentionally that fucked them up forever, but like not in a purposeful way. And Mortem's mom does not live long enough to apologize. Unfortunately. But Kat's mom does have kind of like a, oh, I fucked up. And she's like trying to fix it, but can never really fix it. But also doesn't really want to take blame. And it's like this, it's very confusing to get. Because he's like, you're better now than you were when I was a kid, but also I needed you when I was a kid, and you really fucked me up. Ugh. He was also low-key unavailable, lol. Not really emotionally unavailable, just kind of absent. Oh, yes. Went to get the milk. Rest in pieces, Mortem's mom. Yeah, because we see that sort of quick sequence where some kind of conversion therapy is implied. And, like, she truly thinks that is the best thing for him. And it's like, Mother, no! Mother, why? Mother, please. But it's just because she's, like, totally brainwashed. Mother, no! You know what I'm going through, and this is, and this is what you do. Cal's parents, mostly his mom, lol, is also very homophobic. Kind of what his whole deal is, lol. Oh no. Well, this is also the funny part is that, like, Mortem's parents are obviously very insanely homophobic in, like, a religious way, but Kat's parents truly do not give a fuck. Which is so funny considering the things that they put him through. But they're like, yeah, no, I don't care who you fuck. I don't care who you bring home. But, like, all these other terrible things. It will traumatize you for life. But, like, I don't expect grandchildren. I know you're fucked up. Kat's mom is like the, please give me the partner so I can fawn over them. Give to me. I don't care who it is. Come visit your mother. Why don't you want to visit me anymore? I will say she is fun when she's there, but she's just like too real in a lot of ways. I love seeing them bicker. I love a good cat and his mom bickering. Yes, yes, yes. Mel wants Cal to have a trad wife and give her grandkids so she has social status points. Unfortunately for her, Cal is gay and also doesn't want kids. See, at some point, a little bit of a spoiler, at some point, Cat's mom is going to meet Mortem. And that's going to be an event. That's going to be an ordeal. A very messy ordeal. Even laughter. V has no parents, as he was disowned for being said a boy lover, so don't gotta worry about those. You win some, you lose some. Even laughter. Hee hee. Ho ho. Oh no. I only need to put this. Where's this layer? I need to put this above this layer. Alright, that's here. So this needs to go there. Oh. Wrong one. There. That is better. My brain sees this tedious work and immediately shrivels up and dies. IDK, how you do it? This is why I'm here, because I don't want to do it. I mean, I'm one of those, like, I totally could have made this easier on myself. I literally didn't have to do this. Nobody's holding a gun to my head and making me do this kind of background. I did this fully to myself. I'm two brains. I am TD's background brain, Or I need to finish this in 2 minutes, or I'm bored and I will never complete it. I have to hand draw one necklace or something, and I'm already throwing my iPad in the trash. Well, it helps. I do a lot of stuff with my fingers, and that helps. Because if I had to do this just with, like, entirely with the pen, I would not do it. And also, I use a ton of references. I use 3D models. I do all of these things. If I had to do it like totally free-handed, no help whatsoever, it would never get done. Also, there's definitely things that I could do to make this easier, but I do not do them. Oh, oh my god. And I need, because I have reference for this building, but I don't know where it is. So I'm gonna put you guys on the BRB screen while I dig through my pictures, because I have been drawing things that I know should not be in my pictures for YouTube. I know it's in here somewhere. I mean, certain things I do want to simplify because it just takes too long to do things. I feel, well, this is why Cat's room has like nothing in it. This is why he has the most, I mean, yes, character reasons, blah blah blah, he's stressed out by stuff, but like also I can just put him in his room and then I can just do like a blank back. It's like, you know how animes will like have a crazy fight sequence and that's where the budget goes? This is the same thing. Like, that's, the budget goes to the Derek and Heather chapter so that the boys just sit in his bedroom and kick their little feet on his bed and I don't have to draw anything else. Because I also feel like I've been adding more backgrounds because I want you to be more like immersed in the world. Because I feel like you can't really tell where they are and I want you to like know more about where they are. Okay, we've found it. We have tracked it down. Do, 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 do. See, and now I'm gonna have to find this location again because I need a different angle. I want you to know where she is. I want you to know she is Big City Chief. There we go. What building lines up with this? because this is this, but like this is not the full building. This goes here, because this should go here, but this doesn't line up with this. Sometimes I have fun, and sometimes I drive myself cuckoo bananas for no reason. This should be going here. This should go here. I'm confused why it is not. I think this is gonna have to be close enough. This is also why a lot of things get lost in translation though, because I forget. I put these details and then I'm like, I have to draw the details again because that's how backgrounds work. And oh no. Where's the red window? Oh no, what do you mean I have to do this from a different angle? Hello? Hello? Okay, see this? I can get away with copying and pasting a little bit more. This I think I can copy paste. And make it a little taller, yes. Very good, very nice. I feel like I'm always cuckoo banana. Yeah, that's real. We're gonna see how little I can get away with here. Got this. Do I need to do that? What did I do with this one? We're just gonna do the same color, not fucking with that. I'm not fucking with that. I will tell you let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Google Earth. Best reference. Because you can go anywhere in the world. And it is royalty free for art purposes. And now you know. It's very good. It's very good for reference. Like Google is evil supervillain company, but in terms like I use a lot of Google things. Google Drive, Google Earth. Well, I guess Google doesn't own SketchUp anymore. It's Trimble. Trimble. I am a Google boy, unfortunately. I cannot escape. See, this is another example of why am I doing this the hard way? Just do this. Hello. There was no need. I just don't draw backgrounds and avoid responsibility. Real. See, this was because like I started drawing a background in like Kat's like monologue sequence in the next episode, and I don't think I'm gonna do like I don't think I'm gonna do that because like there's really no reason for me to spend all that extra time on one panel. Like, I wanted it to look a particular way, but I think I'm just gonna not, because it's like, even though, I mean, I'm pissed that I like kind of like I storyboarded it out, but I think I'm just not gonna do that panel because it's gonna take just an unnecessarily long amount of time when I literally don't have to do that. I don't have to. Nobody's making me. And I don't feel like it fits anyway. I feel like it looks kind of silly to have this realistic background sequence when we're supposed to be freaking out. I don't feel like it makes a lot of sense. I feel like it needs to be more feral energy. I'm vibrating because the OC app has like daily wrapped things on their interactions for the day, and they're hilarious, and they drop at midnight so soon. And yeah, I'd probably lean into the feral energy. Vibes, not facts. Go crazy, go stupid, can't freak out. Time. Exactly. I think I will probably reuse that background elsewhere if I can, but I think I'm just gonna redraw the whole panel because it's just such a complicated panel for no reason. Like, this has like, I'm doing this for a reason, but that does not have a reason. I don't need it. Maybe we'll work on that in a bit to wind down from this, because this is like very technical. Driving me a little crazy. Driving me a little crazy. Incredibly technical. I can never. This is like the messy version too. Like, I could definitely do more straight laced than this, but I'm not. It's so tiny. It makes me feel like tense and angry when I have to work on stuff like that. I mean, this is the kind of thing that I like to work on stream, or when I have like a show that I'm watching, or like something that I'm invested in listening to. This is the kind of stuff where I just zone out, because if I'm like super focused on it, then it's not gonna happen, because it needs to be like a half focused activity where I'm kind of zoned out, so I can blabber my little mouth away. See how we're using this bubble to strategically cover this, because I don't want to draw the rest of these windows. See how we're doing that? Oh man. I think that's pretty good though. And then I have the plants somewhere, but I don't think I have them on the right. So I'm just gonna take these. I'm gonna merge all this. It's a little off, but I don't think I really care to fix it. Maybe I'll just, nope. Shave it off like this. It's fine. Very strategic. But this is why I can't post the pages without the bubbles, because I frequently do that. We're gonna steal this plant and just plop it over here because I don't want to deal with it. But you can see this is why I end up with a billion layers. That's just smart thinking, no sense in wasting precious time on stuff you can't see. Well, the thing is, I started doing that because I would put the bubbles in last, and there were so many times where I would like fully draw something and then it was just completely covered because I had to put a bubble over it. And I'd done that for the last time, and I was like, no, I'm gonna put the bubbles in first so I know where things go, and we're just not gonna deal with it. We're just gonna use it to cover shit. Because there's a lot of early chapters where I like fully drew a hand, and then the hand is just covered. I just spent all that time on a hand, and it is just not there. That's so sad. I don't even think I have those original files anymore, so it's just lost to time. Because that was back when I was using like Paint Tool Sai and stuff. Okay, we are getting there. You're nowhere near done, but we are getting there. I think you can see why I'm like not wanting to work on this. Lost media. Oh man. Because you can see where we're at this page compared to this page, which is a completed page, and it makes me lose my mind. It makes me lose my mind. I did have a lot of fun with the birds, because that's Chief's thing. Did I mention this on how like everyone, like not everyone, but a lot of the characters are connected to animals, and the Chief's a bird, so there's just little seagulls fighting outside her window, and then over there, and we have over here, and then also on this page, seagulls are really fun to draw. Okay, yeah, I was just saying this, yeah. Yes, but I can't say that. That's a spoiler. Because I noticed all her birds immediately. Okay, good. I thought I brought it up, but I wasn't sure. I thought I brought it up, but I wasn't sure. But Landon is the lonely cat guy. Cat is the dog guy, ironically. Boss is the fish guy, and then she is the bird lady. And they're all interconnected. Because I wondered if it was like story relevant in some way, or if it was like, nah, she just really likes birds. I mean, she does really like birds, but there is reason. There is also reason for birds. Okay, but no. Looking at that, there is a reason why this looks weird, and that's because I had it blurry in the other one. So you don't see all my mistakes if it's blurry. Big brain. Not that blurry. Just a little blurry. Can't get things like that past me. I don't want things to get past nobody. I want people to pay attention, please. I'm giving you snacks. Please eat them. I have these close. Oh shit! What'd I click? Oh, okay, now we're good. Sometimes I'll accidentally select like 20 things, and it's like, let's import your whole library. I'm like, no, please. Please do not. Okay, do we want to go big feral mode now? Is the question. Because I feel like I've been working on this for a hot minute, and I feel like it looks like nothing. I feel like it looks like I did nothing. This is 4 hours in. Oh man. What do I do differently in this page? Because I feel like this looks a lot fuller. Is it just more zoomed in? I think it's just more zoomed in. This is more zoomed out. This is also slightly different. Color. Where's this extra panel? Where did I put that? Oh no. That's great. I feel like that does not look like. That is the same. I hate color theory sometimes. What do you mean? What do you mean it's the same color? I also really like the skyline gutter thingy on that last page. Neato. Thank you. I'm trying to do more because I feel like I used to do so much with gutters. And I want to do more with them when it makes sense. Because it's just fun. Color 3 can kick rocks. Why are you doing this to me? Now I'm gonna use my sneaky cloud brush. If I can find it. Is this it? I think so. Okay, that helps a lot actually. That helps a lot. This will look better later. Right now I feel like it looks ass, but that's because I'm not done. I think because none of the room is colored properly, I think that is messing me up with the color theory. I think that is messing me up. What the heck did I do differently? Do I need to like... I think it's just because it's slightly more zoomed out. Can I just get away with... Oh wait, no, because I... See, this is where I get into trouble problems. Is I put the windows there. So I have to redraw this if I want it to be bigger because I cut out the centerpiece. Unless I want to be sneaky about it and just kind of sandwich them together. If I make this... Cause see how it has the leaves taken out. This is the problem. I've committed to the bit. I've committed to the bit. How long have I been working on this in this particular... Okay, like almost 2 hours. I feel like it looks like I did nothing. So annoying. So annoying. Okay, I think I kinda just want to draw cat going cuckoo bananas now. I think. That's why I hate doing tedious work. It's just, I'm just not having a tedious work day. Sometimes I have a tedious work day and then I just crank stuff out. I feel like I'm not having that day. This is why I jump around. Jump around. Feels like so much effort for what? Eventually it will look nice, but I have to get past the ugly phase. I have to get past the ugly phase. So I was just trying to draw their faces and I couldn't even do that yesterday. Maybe we can fix this. Or maybe I'll hate everything. Who fucking knows? Like, I feel like, am I crazy or does this proportionally look really off and I, like, can't figure out what? Like, I feel like the placement of the things on the face are in the wrong place. Cat has a horse face, so he's tricky to, like, make him do things from different angles because it's not, like, meant to be anatomically accurate, so it, like, fucks it up when he's, like, looking at weird angles. I always hate when the art fights you back. Didn't realize this was WWE. I'm just trying to have a good time. Oh yeah, no, this might not be happening. My hands might be too numb for this. Oh no. TBH, I feel like that looks like a cat to me. He's a weird horse face looking ass. He just has weird proportions. Like, with him all the time, I know his mouth should go higher up. I don't want to put it higher up, though. I want it to be by his little chinny chin because it's a stylistic choice and it just feels right to me. It doesn't feel right to have his mouth so high up and have him have this big old chin underneath the mouth. I don't know, it feels unbalanced. Gotta have the mouth by the bottom, even though I know that's not right. I love your stylized Arcel. Thank you so much. We just skip to a page where I'm having a really hard time. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's see if I can get my hand to move today. That would be... It feels right to me too. It's how it must be. I feel like if I were to start putting it higher up, it would be like, no, that doesn't look right. That does not look right. Oh. See, this was... That's not the right expression that I want. Need more concern. This is not concern. This is more what the fuck than concern. Tiny pupil. There we go. More eyebrow. That's more concern. I feel like when you have a quote-unquote simple style, it matters so much where you put things, because otherwise it really just fucks everything up. fix his nose anyway. Oh. This is the point where YouTube says no. No music for you. Give me back. Give me back my music. Yes, I'm still watching. Give me back my music. So I need lower, yeah. So we need solid amount of concern and what the fuck. I feel like that's where we're at. This is just with Cat in general. We need a solid amount of concern and what the fuck. Just with anything he does, really. I definitely fucked up Mortem's head shape here. There we go. See, this is, sometimes your brain just no worky and you need to step away and do it later, because I was fussing over this for so long yesterday and it just was not looking good, and now it's fixing it. I'm fixing it and it's fine. Sometimes that's just how art brains be. Just like, nope, not right now. But later is fine. And we are going to do same color scheme as episode 4? Maybe it's 5. 4 and 5. The episode where Mortem's having his freak out in the bathroom, we have same color scheme. Because I love parallels. Evil laughter. Evil maniacal laughter. Somebody noticed, I don't know who, somebody noticed that I used the same color scheme when Mortem was freak out in the kitchen. As, episode 2. When the old stabby stab is happening. I too love parallels. I love them. I love them. Okay, now we're talking. Okay. Okay. See, now is what we're talking about. I do need to fix that though, that's not quite right. Look, right, that ends up too close to the eye. Needs to be, yeah. Yeah. There we go. And then he's wearing hoodie, so I need to remember how to draw hoodie. Oh, why did you suddenly appear? Why did all of references suddenly appear? I don't accidentally merge. Why did everything suddenly become visible? What the heck? I didn't ask you to do that. I don't want to have the wrong layers on. Okay. I don't know why that happened. Can I merge these? So not confused. Thank you. Goodness. Sweater has like the little and then these things. Little drawstrings. Even though they both change, Mormon's the only one that actually has different clothes. Cat takes off one pair of sweatpants and puts on an identical pair of sweatpants. Cat is truly the most cartoony of them all, in that he will just wear his gray Abibus and a black tank top all the time. He'll change out of one into another one of the same identical thing. Like, Mortem wears his clothes and they're still different clothes. Yeah. Is this correct? I think so. We want scared animal vibes. Was it too much to have him freak out twice consecutively? Maybe. But you did not resolve this freak out, so you are getting another one. You gotta resolve the freakouts, or they just keep happening. They just keep happening, big guy. I also can't wait to make him go. I want the next, like, mission thing to happen. That is gonna be such a butt to draw. But I want him to get into shenanigans. I'm in grave need of shenanigans. but we have some more trauma to get through before the shenanigans. Because I think 20 is the next mission episode. We are on 15. So we got a ways to go. Because let's back it up. Let's see. Oh, it always scares me when it does that. This is 15. We're still technically on 14. Because 14 is mostly not done. We have... "16 is the trauma chapter. That's is that done story? Yeah, then that's done storyboarded. That is the freak out. And we see Baby Cat. And then 17 is a Heather and Derek episode. And then 18 is Landon and Mortem. Oh wait, no, that's not. Is that the Landon and Mortem episode? No, that's 24. That's not for a long ways. 18 is Mortem with the Goyles. 18 is the Mortem with the Goyles episode. 19 is pure trauma horror with Cat. 20 is the mission episode. Control Freak is the mission episode. And then 21 is the Mortem BPD splitting episode. 21 is the video game episode, which I'm gonna have fun with, but also is gonna be very challenging because this is the one that I intend to 3D model in Bryce. And I'm so excited. Oh, I have to click on something. Okay. It's a little bit spicy. We have the oh, I really can't. This is really not an episode. Oh my God. This is something I'm not gonna be able to work on stream. This is the slut shaming dragon. Oh my God. But this is all gonna be Bryce modeled, and I have to get out of here. I have to get out of here. I told you. 22 and 23 I might merge. I haven't decided yet. But that's more lore heavy, more monsters. It's a mix of monster lore and also very domestic. That one sounds like it'll be pretty neato. I'm very excited about it, but it's gonna take forever. Not the Slanty Dragon. Listen, I made choices. And then 24 is the Landon and Mortem episode. And then 25 is like kind of the start of the finale. 25 is a Heather and Derek episode, but then it goes into 26, which is a mission episode. And then I can't say anything else from 26 to 31 because it's just like the oh no for 6 episodes. Basically, I gotta get to 25, 26, and then that's when it's like just like screaming forever. And then that's season 1. And then we'll move on to season 2. But I can't storyboard season. I mean, who am I kidding? I'm storyboarding season 2. But like, I need to finish storyboarding season 1. Book 2 ends at 16. So once I'm done with 16, that's a lot closer of a deal. Once I'm totally done from 10 through 16, then I can technically print book 2, although that isn't gonna be like a full full ordeal because I haven't even printed book one yet, but that's still exciting. Even if it's just in my house. But once I finish episode 16, I'm gonna start going back and editing 10 through 16 because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be edited. And then I have the arcs written down somewhere because I think maybe it's 17 through 21 is book 3. There isn't really a nice stopping point. Yeah, still exciting anyway. Because that's just another big chunk of paper that I get to hold. It's another big chunk of paper I get to hold, really. I'm excited for Mortem and the Gayels and the Mortem and Landon episode. I love having Mortem and Landon scrap it out. Because Cat and Mortem are very lovey-dovey. I love Landon just coming in and going like, fuck your feelings, actually. You're a little shit. You're a little weasel and I see that. See you being a weasel, fuck you. I love it. I love the petty drama shit. Also, I love the Landon episodes because we are going to story-wise, you get a lot of Landon lore in 24, so look forward to that. Although I don't know if it's gonna be 24 because I might merge 22 and 23 numbers-wise, but that episode is very Landon lore heavy. We get to see how Cat and Landon meet. Ooh, spoiler. But that's all I'll say about that. He's just so pathetic boy fail. I love him. He really is. He really is. He's very fun to write. Cat and Landon fights are painful. Mortem and Landon fights, they're like scrappy. They're like when you have like the cheerleaders pulling each other's hair. But like Cat and Landon fights are like, oh, that hurts. Okay. Overcompensation. Very, very overcompensation. He thinks he's such a He does. I mean, does he? Does he? That is the question. See, this is the one with like, I like this idea for the background, but I feel like this just does not match the energy that we're going for. I feel like I have to totally redraw this panel. Which sucks because I feel like I spent a lot of effort on this pose, but I feel like it doesn't look good. And I have to change it. I'm gonna keep it there, it's just gonna be behind everything. He does, but he doesn't simultaneously. He has to lie so he doesn't cry. Okay, see, you get it. You get it. Cause this is the original. Can I do this on stream? This doesn't, I feel like this looks scribbly enough where it doesn't look like anything. Okay, this needs to be merged so it doesn't get lost. Cause I did still spend time on this, so I do want to keep it, but I just don't want it to be in the final. So we'll put this sneaky hideaway. You don't know it's there. Because I feel like this is the energy that I want that is not there. I feel like this is definitely not the same energy as this. This is like sad boy hours. This is not what I want. Because it's supposed to be kind of tongue-in-cheek because like Cat like doesn't really realize how big of a negative effect he has on people, and he's like, I don't understand why people don't like me. It's like, you did just eat that guy. I don't know, man. Maybe think about it a little harder. I don't know what to tell you. But the point is that he doesn't know. It's, you know. I hope people know. I hope people get that. Oh, I need a different brush for this. I want like real feral boy hours. But like real feral doesn't look right. Maybe I should just keep as close to this as I can. I feel like this is the energy that I want. I want it to be that kind of like silhouette-y. But I want him to be more... Okay, you know what? You know what's the vibe that... Okay, I gotta find this scene. Hold on. Oh, actually, I don't think I can show this. This is more graphic than I remember. Hold on. Hold on. I need proper inspiration. I don't know if my brain is gonna work well enough to do this today. I want this energy. This is the energy that we are going for in the club tonight. Do you see what I mean? This is an if you know, you know. if you know type scenario. I might not be able to do. I might need a freaky little reference picture. I might not be able to do this without one. Because I feel like I don't want him like head on. Like maybe more like kind of facing. No, but then it just like takes up the whole thing. Because I want you to see a little something something. I don't know. I feel like I have like a very particular way this looks in my head that is not coming across. I want the energy to be higher, and it's not higher. I want like a face in the mud, but like face in the blood. Like a arms out. You know how like when dogs take out like when they have a squeaker and they like rip the squeaker out like Mortal Kombat? Like it has like a squeaker spine. I want him to be ripping something out with his mouth. Do we need like the rip? Feral time, yeah. I feel like these are not getting it across. I want like rip. This might not be for today. This might not be for today. I'm gonna finagle with this a little more and kind of see what happens. I might just take like a very scary reference picture of myself. Am I not doing this right? I'm not doing this right. That shouldn't be there. Let me just take a very scary picture of myself. And I say scary not because I'm scary, but because it's just gonna be a weird angle. I don't think I can do this. I don't think my brain is working enough to do this without a reference. Gotta zip up my hoodie so it's not dangling weird. And then I'm gonna get on the floor like an animal and take a picture. Except I'm stuck. I'm tangled in the chair. Oh no. How did that even happen? Why am I wrapped around it? I'm stuck. Help. Okay. Okay, there we go. Un momento. We're getting very silly over here. Oh. I can't get it in frame. Wait. Oh man. Okay, this is quite challenging. Oh, I got something out of that. But I'm trying to get like the leggies up. And my body doesn't bend that way. This is the creative process, y'all. This is like very frog-like pose. I feel like. Look at that workout for real. Just these very weird positions. See, the thing is I didn't get my hands in the shot. I don't know if I really need my hands though. We'll see. I have a couple options that I can kind of jerry-rig together. Whew. Cause I could do like because the from above shot is easier. But I kind of like the like frog leg, just like weirdo vibes. You know what I mean? You don't, but I'll show you in a minute. Like this kind of vibe. Like frog leg. But I could just do like the over like that. And that would be easier. I don't know. This page is already such a nightmare. Because I have to kind of merge these together. Because I don't know if this ends up... Because I could do kind of like a... like an angle. I could do that. Okay, maybe. I kind of like the frog leg. I don't know. I don't know. I'm making a very silly face. Kind of hurt my hands doing that. So I'll see if I can even do this anymore. Or did I hurt my hand too much? Put the shoulders more up. The creative process requires sacrifice. Exactly. Okay, maybe actually I can kind of merge these and make the arms be coming at you, but then have the addition of the frog legs. I feel like frog leg is a very feral pose to be in. But see, does this now mess with the perspective too much? Oh, see, I like that better though. This is always me trying to get reference pictures of my own hands. I look very silly, but it will work out in the end. I think if we... Because I don't want it to be total. Yeah, just like a little oomph perspective-wise. Yeah. I feel like this is more of the energy that I want. This needs more work, but this is the energy. I need to really fuck my hands a little bit doing that. Because I feel like I want more energy in general when he's doing shit, because I feel like it doesn't look good otherwise unless it's like total chaos brain energy. It also needs to just be bigger. This is not the right. Yeah. Make him wider. And like more sort of tucked in here. And then like very thick line at the bottom here, like this. Oh, is this on the, what is that? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Yeah, this matches the vibe I was going for a lot better than the sad boy hours pose I had before. Because it just didn't... I don't want him to look like a sad puppy dog. I want him to be feral animal. He can look like a puppy dog, but the kind that's ripping the squeaker out of a toy. Yeah. Yeah. That means we need the leg liner to be much thinner so that it makes sense. Okay, I'm happy with this. I'm much happier with this. This is also significantly less work than doing that whole pool background. Pool background can be somewhere else. And then I am just under there. There are so many chaotic images of myself that are just like hidden. Just sneakily in there. I erased the wrong part, silly. Oh. I would like to slap some colors on this because I feel like it needs colors. I just don't want the little, oh yeah. Something about the little squiggly circle eyes, it always gets me. Cat, you need a Snickers. Calm the hell down. Okay, YouTube might not like this. We're just gonna draw squiggles, and it's fine because they're just squiggles. This is just a squiggle, YouTube. You don't have to worry about it. They just have raw, unfiltered energy. Exactly. I just really like them a lot. Hey, squiggle, squiggle. And then we want these to be like fallen and... See, I have to do this carefully so that I don't like cover up the nice things that I did, but I also want it to kind of like fall with it. You know? You two just know squiggle. It's just a squiggle. It's fine. I never know how to really put things in his mouth because like his teeth don't close. Like they don't close in the middle like regular teeth. So I don't know what do I put things, how do I put things in your mouth, boy? This is a squeaker toy. He's having fun. This is enrichment. Enrichment time. See, like how... I guess I could do it kind of halfsies. I'm kind of like digging and kind of like that. Does that make sense? They're kind of like, but then where do the bottom teeth go? Do I just cover that? No, that doesn't. How do I make him bite into shit? Is it just like this? Does that make sense? I don't know, y'all. I mean, I will render this more later, but just... Does that make sense? I don't know. Need more perspective on Squiggle. See, I feel like this could go over. Makes sense to me. We'll see when I get to the rendering process if it still makes sense. I have such a hard time drawing him like biting stuff. I draw his teeth. If it's regular teeth, it's easy, but when it's these teeth, it's hard. Okay, yeah, I think that's better. This is gonna be very dark anyway. I don't know actually what color scheme. I was gonna do like purple. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, this is much better than that. I like that more. Sometimes you just draw something from start to finish, and then you have to start over because it doesn't look right. I might be able to do some kind of funky background, but like I don't want to do something too crazy. I have a lot more freedom with this kind of panel. Cuz I have this big space here. And we do have the text. So that can take up some room. Vaguely in this direction. So factor that in. I mean, I think that reads like the diagonal. I think that reads okay. Because then we have that nice. You get to look him in the eyes as he's ripping your squeaker out, you know. Cat rips your squeaker out, POV. Oopsie. No squeaker. I'm just gonna do basic base colors. And then I'm gonna fuck around. See, because I really wanted this idea. Maybe this will just be because I have this whole episode coming, the whole mission episode coming up where I can put him in any location I want. But like the palm tree shadows, I really wanted. But I don't feel like I can make that work with this panel. Is this? Yeah, no, that's. This is always my issue. I'll hide things. I have to close this. Have to close it. Can't see the eyeballs because it's hidden. There we go. This is really not gonna be visible either, but gotta have some vagueness of the shape. And he's gotta have his red nose. Beautiful. Let's hope YouTube really can't tell what's going on. I don't think it would like what's going on. And then this is all just black. Oh, whoops. Oh, that's beautiful. That's the essence that I want. That's what we're gonna get in a minute. Okay. Alright. I want like a pretty dark overlay so we get that nice. Oh man, we get that nice contrast. The question is the colors though. Because I don't want something that dark because then it just totally eats it. Oh, the blue is nice. What about, can I do purple? Because then I can do the purple background that I want. If I do purple. Very smart, big brain. I feel like my vibes do not match this vibe. I feel like the stream vibes do not match this vibe. But I just, you know, See, if you're looking up, it makes it difficult to do like a city. You're mostly seeing the ceiling, I feel like. I'm still not sure. See, now I feel like this is too bright. Like he needs to sink into the background a little bit more. We could do just like black. Oh, okay. That's better, I think. Maybe we'll just have like a couple of lights peeking out. Okay. This I feel like needs to be a brighter color though. This needs to be like a pink or something. Yeah. He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you. Where's the leg? I gotta find a leggy. So you can know that he's sticking the leggy out. He's gonna get ya. To be fair, it's very easy to not get got by Cat. It's very easy. But if you're in his way, then you're gone. I need a little bit smaller eyes, I think. You have little beady eyes. Ooh, okay, I think this hits better. I do still... Maybe I can recycle... Well... Hold on. What if... So we do kind of like vague city background, you know what I mean? You know what I mean, you know what I'm saying? If we do kind of like this sort of angle. No. Because we could do kind of like, oh, wait, okay. If we're like facing this way, so it's kind of like facing, okay, all right, now we're getting somewhere. But we're not gonna do nothing crazy. Just want like a couple lights, you know what I'm saying? But so you have that kind of dizzying, like looking up feel, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm just talking to myself at this point, but this is how the creative process works in my brain. I don't really want to draw another city background right now, so I'm just gonna vague shapes, and then we'll like add a couple lights later. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, like that shape. Let me move that down a little bit. This is one of the circumstances where I'm going to take away the bubble, because I definitely am going to adjust that a little bit. I gotta make it so it's like kind of carved out like a circle. And then so it's like, yeah. Now we're ducking. And we'll lower this. Ooh. This I need. This I'm gonna mess with, because this cannot be a simple bubble. No more sad dog. Now we are scary dog. Yeah, we need a chunkier bubble for this. Ooh. Yes. Yes. Hee hee hoo hoo hoo. Okay, now we need like a little oomph. And a little one of these. Yeah. So you're like, yeah, that's a building. One of those. I feel like we just do a lot of these. And then we will cut them out. Like a paper cutter. I don't know if I'm gonna do all this right now though, we'll see. I'm starting to breathe funny again. Why does that happen? Maybe we just start with this one actually. Yeah, because I feel like this is going to take a minute to really organize. This is the trick when you do in cities. You make a big wall of windows and then you strategically erase, because I think that's the easiest method. Because you can't have all the lights on, because that would be silly. Like a bunch of loose teeth. And then I just have to do that a bunch more times. Hi. I'm torn between wanting to just like get this done and then or wanting to take a sleep. Or having a good old pass out time. Having a good old pass out time. I might be having a good old pass out time. That might be what this is. Okay, but I'm happy with the pose at least. But my hand's hurty. I'm gonna pass out. So I think we're going to head out. It has been a night. I feel like I've done a number of things. So I will see you guys next Tuesday. I think this has been the longest stream for a good long while, so because I technically restarted. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Next Tuesday, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Okay. Bye, everybody.